Hello, Cherries. Welcome to Hello. Let's try this again. Hello. Hello, Cherries. Welcome to Live Cherry Sunday. It is live. Episode 209. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to learn a scale one string at a time. How to play a scale one string at a time. And this is really, really cool. You're really going to love this. Let me just say hello to my friend here in the chat. Hello, Paul Murrow. Been thinking about you, Paul. Hopefully you're feeling okay. Hopefully all is good. Now you're really going to dig this lesson because it's really a game changer. Let me give you a little example here of what we're going to do. I have some backing tracks here that I created on my looper. So it's not really a backing track, it's a backer. And a few different keys, but we'll start on A. And I'm going to go up one string at a time. And I'm going to go down. So I'm going to go up the low E, down the A, up the D, down the G, up the B, and down the E. And I won't spend a long time on it. I'll do it pretty quick. But I'm going to play the A minor pentatonic scale, one string at a time, up and down. So I'll show you on this camera too, so you can get a little bit nicer of a look. And it's so helpful. So check this out. Here's the backing track. All right. Hope you're digging that. If you are, hit that like button, ring the bell for notifications, subscribe to the channel. That was really, really a lot of fun. It's super easy, and it's super, super helpful to do that. I'll tell you why in just a second. But first, I want to say hello. Some of my friends here in the chat. Scott Olson. What are you guys drinking out there? I'm drinking some coffee from about 7 a.m. this morning, Eastern time here in Brooklyn, New York. It's really bitter tasting. But it reminds me of me, so it's good. Scott, trying out a Carvin wireless system today. All right, Carvin. I had the Carvin amp, an X100B, back in the day. And pretty interesting. All right, Paul. So who was on your shirt? That's a good one. This is an Abbott and Costello hour here, you know. I'm pretty sure you meant that, but it is. Who is on my shirt? You're right. Who is on my shirt? Who was on first? That is good. That is good stuff. Oh, man. So I went off the deep end a little bit on this, and it was going really good to the very end. I had a few, soft shell crabs, clams, hard shell clams. You got to shuck them. I shucked them. I shucked a few notes. So, all right. So let me just show you what I'm doing here. This is really, really a lot of fun. And I think you're really going to enjoy this because it's super helpful in so many different ways. What I'm doing is I'm playing the A minor pentatonic scale. All across the neck. But I'm not playing in any type of vertical box or position. I'm just going up vertically, which is really, really cool. And, so what's cool about it is this. You could really learn the formula of any scale this way and really memorize it and get it in your head. Because if you think about the A minor pentatonic, you know that it's the formula is always going to be from the root note, the open A, to the next note is a minor third away. And then it's a whole step, a minor third, and a whole step. That's the whole formula of the minor pentatonic scale. Oop. You got a minor third, whole step, minor third, whole step. So you have to get that in your mind, that formula, so you won't get lost. And you'll know no matter where you are, all over that fretboard, that it's that formula. You just got to go up a minor third, which is, a minor third is just 3 half steps. So here's the open A. If you go up 1, 2, or go up 3, 1, 2, 3, the C note, that's the second note. Then go up 2 half steps, 2 more, or just a whole step, which is 2 half steps, another minor third, and then a whole step back to the root. And you'll never forget, because you have the root, a minor third goes to the third, and the next note's the 4th degree, the next note's the 5th degree, and the next note is the 7th degree. So no matter where you are, if you're on the 4th, you won't get lost because you'll know that it's a whole step down to the 3rd, or it's a whole step up to the 5th. And when you're on the 5th, you know that it's a whole step down to the 4th, back up to the 5th, and you know that it's a minor third to the 7th, and you know where your root is back there. And you could always visualize where the root is while playing this scale too. So I know that if I'm playing A, I know that's an A. I know that's an A right there too on this string. So if I'm on this note, I say, well, there's my A, there's my open A right there. I'm on the 4th. I know that here's the 3rd. Or I'll see that A right here. And I'll know that here's the 4th. So it's really, really great. And you could see the intervals between strings, which is really, really helpful too. So if you're up here on the 5th, I know that that's a 5 of power chord. I know this is a 4th. I see the intervals between how they're fingered based on here's the A. So I know that's always going to be a minor third away. I know that's going to be a fourth away. I know it's going to be a fifth away. I know it's going to be a seventh. That's a long stretch. Here's the A and here's the A again. So that's really cool. If you're enjoying this, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. This is really, really good. I'm enjoying this already. This is so much fun to do this. Hello, Ozman. Give everyone a round of applause. I know my applause button works. Hey, Jerry, can't stay. Just dropped by to say hello and glad to be here. All right. Thank you so much, Ozman, for popping in, even for a little bit. You can always watch the replay on this at any time. And Scott also have an X60. I got 1983 still. I love car. Really? I haven't, the X100 I was saying, and I got it in, man, it was the 80s. It was the 80s and late 80s when I got that. And of course I was like 2 years old, you know. And so very cool. Carvin. So yeah, really, really good stuff here. This really helps you learn the fretboard and memorize the notes and where they are and all that stuff. It's really, really cool. And you know, so I have this backing track here that's just a loop in A. A little crunchy little. So I could play any notes in the A minor pentatonic scale because I'm memorizing it here. Open A. I know it's a minor third here. Up a whole step. Back to A again here. Minor third up to the minor third. So it's just 3 half steps. And now I'm on the 5th. So it's a minor third from the 5th to the 7th. What the heck? Hold on a second. That's some drilling going on here. Oh boy. I didn't expect that to happen here. Here today. Wow. Hopefully that doesn't happen too long here today. That's drilling. Wow. That's some crazy stuff. So anyway, it goes where did I leave off? All the way up here, the highest note on the A string. And it's a G note. How do I know that? Because it's an open is an A string, and on this fret, the 22nd fret, right? Let's see, 17, 18, 19, let's see, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, yeah, 22. 24 would be the octave, times 2. Right, so you go down to the G. Oh man, that drilling is just going crazy here today. I don't know what to do about that. We'll give him another minute, then I'm going to go down there and drill him with a chainsaw. All right. That's so crazy. That's crazy. Here. All right, so now I know that I'm up here. I'm going to go down the next string. I don't want to go down the A string, so we already went up the A string. So we'll take this. Now, how do I figure out how to go to the next string? Well, I know that right now I'm on the G note right there, so I want to go to an A. And we're going to this A right here. Oh my God, that is crazy. All right, you know what? Hold off. If you could bear with me for just a few minutes, I'm going to go down and take care of this, and I'll be right back. Right back. One sec. All right, I'm back. I am back. I think I got him to stop. All right. The plumber was not too happy about that, but wow. There was a first for everything, right? How do we get these headphones back on? You still here with me? All right, wow. That was kooky, but it is live. So hopefully he'll continue to have some patience till 1 o'clock, I told him. So let's plug back in. You know, there's stuff on this eCam Live that I do that I could actually hit a button and it'll go to some kind of standby music. And that would be kind of cute, right? But all right, we're back. We're back in action. Thank you for your patience. Woo! All right. Oh, Jerry can't stay alive. Jeffrey Boyle. Oh, man. Good to see you. Thanks for your patience here. All right, so check this out. Here's where we ended up. We're trying to remember how to get to the next string over here, right? Well, I remember that here's the G note right here. Back to the A. I know that's an A right there. And it's a very good visualization to know the interval, so I know that's a G to an A. I'm just going up a whole step, but switching strings. And you could do that by going down 3 frets, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, right there, or 1, 2, 3, and then up a string. No matter where you are on the fretboard, it's like that. Now I'm on A again, and I have the A, minor third is the third, and it's the same pattern going down. Here's the root, down to the 7th, the 7th to the 5th is a minor third. Now I have a series of half steps. The 5th to the 4th to the 3rd, back to the root. Back to the root again. So it's always the root to the 3rd by a minor third, and then I have 2 whole steps to the 4th to the 5th. Back to the 7th again. Back to the root. Good stuff. Eisenkeller, greetings. Good to see you. All right. So, went down the D string like this. Sounds a little bit like this. Get up to the G, how do I do it? I know that G is the 7th degree of A, so it's a G. So I know that going up to the root is a whole step. Once again, the same formula, minor third. Whole step. Whole step. Minor third. Back to the root. You recognize it, here I am in pattern 1, pentatonic. Oops. Here's the 5th. Here's the root. A, the 7th. So, Robert, question. You explained a while ago, but can you explain how you play down a fifth, then down a sharp fifth? You explained a while ago, but can you explain again how you play down a fifth, then down a sharp fifth? Well, in the context of this, I'm just going through the 5 notes of this pentatonic, and you know, you have the A, it's the root, the third, the fourth, and the fifth. In that context, a sharp fifth would just be a half step up, make it sharp. But there is no sharp 5 in the pentatonic scale. And you know, when you're on the A here, maybe this will answer your question. When you're on the A here, you always know that the fifth is below, 1 string below, right there. So a sharp fifth would be a whole step up from that fifth right there. So that would be a sharp fifth down. So now, you know, the beauty of this is you want to do this with all different scales, and you want to do this in different keys. And I recommend playing this in different keys before I move on to different scales as well. And I have the looper going to different chords as well, so we'll move it around a little bit too. And thanks for bearing with me here today. I had to run downstairs and yell at the plumber. He's in. Of course, he started at 12 o'clock. He probably didn't know that I go live today, but they have to know. This is important stuff here, you know. Life throws you curveballs, right? So we went down. What did we do? We went down the G just now. Or no, the B. Now let's go back up the little E. So we went up, we went down, we went up, we went down, we went up. Now let's go down. Oh, I don't think we did it that way. But anyway, I think, yeah, we go up, down, up. We'll just go back down, up here. Check this out. Here's the A. Here's a D, C. There you go. Good stuff here. And any questions, please let me know. Give you a round of applause. All right, so, you know, and I just played the minor pentatonic scale all over the neck. Everywhere you could play the minor pentatonic. And there's really no more places. Think about it. I played the A minor pentatonic scale all over the fretboard, and you can't play it anywhere else. So it's as simple as that, really. Like, if you think, wow, how am I going to play the minor pentatonic scale everywhere? It'll take me a lifetime to figure that. No, I just played it in like 2 seconds, right? Well, maybe a couple minutes because I had to go downstairs and yell at the plumber. So it's really, really that easy, and it's easy because you know, that formula really, really helps. So if you're somewhere on the neck and you're up here, you're like, man, I'm lost. How do I know where I am? Well, I'm visualizing where the root notes are. You know, if I'm playing the C note, I see an A right here. So I know that here's the third of A. I know the formula. Minor third. Then you get a whole step, then a minor third. If I want to go to the next string, what's a minor third up from here? I'm visualizing this, so I know that shape right here, this shape, right down here. That's a cool blues riff right there. Right there, right? So I know it's a minor third shape. So I know from the 5th to the 7th is a minor third, and then back to the root again. Hello, Bobby H. Love. Give you a round of applause. Now I know I'm on the octave, the root here. The formula, minor third up, whole step, whole step, whole step, minor third. I know I'm on an A. I want to go to the next string. Well, I know that's root to minor third. What's the shape? Well, I know that's a minor third off of the B string. Just like this chord. And that's a minor third. So now I know I'm in a minor third shape, position, or note here of A. I know I got a whole step and a whole step. Now I'm on the 5th. Also, I can see the A here. From the 5th to the 7th is the minor third. And then back to the root again. Maybe play this position vertically. If you want. And then go back down. So really, really fun. And it's a really good practice because you can sit there and just kind of work on this stuff. And it's a really good template. It's a good framework to work on other things, like what's really important in music. And that's phrasing, timing, bending strings, vibrato. So this allows you to, as like an exercise, to really think of those things. And I'm trying to be aware of them myself more so. So, check this out. With this loop, click on all my pedals. I'm thinking of, the touch. So check this is A. This is the vibrato. Hard to play up here. Notes don't really sound too great on the E, low E, way up here, right? But try to make them sound good. Don't choke them. I'm gonna go up a 4th, 5th, the 7th. So really, really cool stuff. All right, thank you so much, Inca. Super chat. Would like to see a future show showing some blues rock pentatonics, licks, or sequences that we could use in any key. Keep rocking. Awesome. Well, this is going to be very helpful for that type of thing too, because we're playing the pentatonic, and you could come up with some really cool single line pentatonic licks in here as well. And definitely, and thank you so much for the super chat. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm grateful for that. And so what I was saying before too is, besides learning the formula, which is so cool, to go up and down every string and know how to change strings wherever you are within the pentatonic, you're visualizing, how do I switch a string from the root? Well, that's the shape to a minor third. Show you that right there. That's great. From the root to the next string, to minor third right here. That's the shape of a minor third. say I'm on the minor third up here. What if I want to switch strings from minor third to a fourth? Well, I know that's going down 3 frets and up a string is a whole step away. So instead of going here, so I'm seeing that when I have to switch strings, so I'm on the fourth of A here. How do I get up from this G string to the B? It's only 2 frets away down a string, because the B string is a half a step flat than the rest of them. It's a third instead of a fourth in tuning. So here's a whole step, right? Just like that. And what about the 5th degree to a 7th? A minor third up, a minor third, like that, from the B string to these back. So it's a 4th again, so it's now half step down. So that's the all right. So really, really cool stuff there. So many benefits from this, and you won't get lost that way. That's the thing. I just gave myself a round of applause. You won't get lost. It's harder to get lost because you'll know where you are, and try to visualize where the root note is in all of this. If you could see the A's everywhere, then you'll see what note you're on in relationship to the A right there. So, all right, that's cool. And what's cool about this is it forces you to play more horizontally than in that box, that we're all familiar with, playing it here, Force you to play more up, different type of licks. When you're playing licks horizontally, like up here. And it's cool stuff, for tapping too. Doing some finger tapping type of stuff. If you're on the high E, and you know that you have the root, the minor third, the 4th, the 5th, the 7th. You know that formula. Well, heck, why not just tap them? You have to hold the root note down. The 3rd. Here's the 4th. Same thing, just going up the scale. The root, 3rd, minor 3rd. Here's the 4th, the 5th. Now where's the 7th? The 3rd up, minor 3rd. Here's the minor 3rd. Back to the root. Or start up here, the root to the 7th to the 5th. And then go down to the 4th and the 7th. Pretty cool stuff like that. It's very helpful for memorizing the fretboard, essentially. And really, really, really cool stuff there. And the beauty of this, too, is once you've been playing an A long enough, watch what we can do. Check this out. You get bored of A, go up a fourth to D. Go back to A. So fun stuff. Do it in multiple keys. You know, like I was saying, you can go up in fourths, and it's very, very helpful to do. It's the same thing in D, like in the key of D that I was just doing it. Right? So I'm thinking if you take the open D string, same thing, minor third. So it's the root note, minor third, whole step, fourth, whole step, fifth, minor third to a seventh. Same formula. D, minor third. Look, you're in the box, box 1. Here's the D. Whoops. Here's the C. I mean, that's an A note. See, what happens if I get a little bit lost? Like I see, here's the D. Here's the D. I know the seventh's the whole step down. Any questions, let me know. Well, what is going on here? Jeffrey Boyle, what band is on your shirt? Well, you missed it because, let me go here to Cam 1. You missed it because someone already guessed it. I don't know. Who's on my shirt? Paul Merrill said, who's on my shirt? Who is on my shirt? Just like what's on second. It is The Who. And super chat, Scott Olson. Thank you so much. Let's read this. For your favorite Starbucks iced coffee, and Merry Christmas, Jerry. Thank you so much. And Merry Christmas to everybody here today. I know it's in a couple days. It's on Wednesday, but I won't see you until then. So Merry Christmas. I'll tell you again before I leave, but I'll say it now in advance because Scott here beat me to the punch. Thank you so much, Scott, also for the super chat. That means so much. I will think about you when I'm drinking my delicious cold brew with the vanilla cold foam on top. Really appreciate that. Thank you. And looks like Oasis to me. Maybe it is Oasis. Well, they are the greatest rock and roll band in the world. I mean, so they say. And that does look a bit like Oasis, too. And they are playing. They're playing at the Garden this summer, I think. Making a comeback. That's one band I never did see, and I would like to see them. Oh, wow. There's some comments that I didn't see here. I'm scrolling down here. It's like Oasis. It's got Old Young Who. For sure. And I'm thinking Small Faces. Yeah. Jeff Beck action in there. And Rob H. Love, do you like guitars with P90 pickup? Yes. I do love me some P90s. I've never owned a guitar with P90s in it. And I really, really dig the sound of P90s, you know. Not like these are P90s. I do that because I could really, when I play a P90, you can really feel the sponginess of it, you know, when you hear chords like that. Really, really love some P90. I never had a guitar or P90s, but I've been in the market for a Gibson Special is what I'm looking for. 2 pickups, double cutaway, Les Paul, and so I guess it's Les Paul Junior or it's Les Paul, actually Les Paul Special because it has the 2 pickups. A Junior would be 1, but it's a double cutaway, not the single cutaway. And I'm still out of breath for running downstairs. Gotta relax a little bit here. And but if you see any for a decent price, let me know. Gibson double cutaway special with P90s. That's the thing. I saw one at Rudy's in Soho, and it was beautiful. But it was like a special edition. It was red and it had this like ruby red sparkle on it. It was beautiful. But it was like $4,000, whatever. It's like I don't need that fancy sparkle. It was like $2,000 extra. I think it was a custom shop though, so it was more than just the paint job. But a regular special with P90s, TV yellow is a good color. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've seen those. The Rick Beato special, perhaps. Yeah, I've noticed those. And I think those are just standard, regular specials. So, yeah, I'll have to look into those again. I think those are a decent price, too. Price point, Johnny Winter. And you know what else I've been checking out lately? Or not really checking out, but envisioning me owning one, is a Thunderbird. Imagine that. Like never. I always hated those guitars, to be honest with you. And they seem really, really neck heavy, and they always, which I hate on a guitar when the neck just drops. But I've seen guitar players like Alan Collins from Leonard Skinner. He puts the strap over the body this way on those things, so it pulls the body back like this towards him, which is brilliant. Really, really works for him. So I think that would be another one in the line. It's on the list of guitars that I would love to have. Not too much color choice with those. I mean, with the Thunderbirds or Firebirds. What is it? A Firebird or Thunderbird? Firebird. Yeah, Firebird. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. Firebird, Thunderbird. Thunderbird is a car, right? It's the Firebird, I think. The Beatos. Oh, the Beatos. Not too many colors. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, TV yellow is it's a great color, very traditional. Of course, I'd probably buy a red one because cherry, and gold. I mean, I had to get the gold top because that's just a beautiful, beautiful color in there. And anyways, so P90 Bliss all the way. Yeah, totally agree with that. P90s. So definitely a cool lesson today. It's so helpful to know this. I mean, you can sit there and just play all day in this stuff, and you'll memorize the fretboard. Number one. I mean, that's you get so much out of all this. Not only do you learn the pentatonic scale everywhere across the neck, you're not going to do that in one pass, but it's going to take a while. But I would say, work on some phrasing and work on the basics like touch, tone, and feel when you're doing all this, because it's really gonna pay off, because it's a good practice. I mean, you should do that with everything you play, really. I mean, I tend to get a little lazy sometimes showing stuff, and I won't go through all of the proper technique, and I'll get a little bit lazy, and listening back to it, I'll notice, and it's really just annoying sounding. So the more times you could really, bend the right notes, play with the right vibrato, play with the right touch, the better off that you'll be. And going through this exercise helps that as well. And timing, come up with different riffs in there. And, right here we played through the D. Right? We go up a fourth. So you go up in fourths. Key of G. copyright claim for that. All right. All right. Live at Leeds. I'm missing a P90 Bliss. Live at Leeds is my midnight hour drinking album on 10. Live at Leeds. Wait, who is that? Live at Leeds. Which one? Who? Live at Leeds. I don't know. Is that a Leonard Skinner? Leonard Skinner. P90 Bliss. Who else could it be? Live at Leeds, my midnight hour drinking album on 10. And Scott, you must have cool neighbors. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought you were talking to me. I mean, I have cool neighbors, but I got to be cool with the volume. And the plumber was cool because he stopped. But at 1 o'clock, he's going to crank it up again. And his name's Doggy. So give it up for Doggy. We'll give a round of applause for our plumber in the building, Doggy, who's probably on a tight schedule on Sunday and waited for me out of the blue because he's cool. He's super cool. I'm going to have to go buy him a beer for waiting. So we're going to have to get out of here before anyone, or else he's going to start. He's going to kick it on. We should wait till 1 and just hear it come back on, right? It's going to be funny watching back to this, seeing me gone, running down the stairs, yelling at the plumber. All right, so Live at Leeds, Shaking All Over. Is that a tune? Shaking All Over? They're all deaf now. Oh, his neighbors, I said a complaint. Jeffrey Boyle. Jeff, I think it's the Guess Who. It's the Guess Who? Guess Who? No, Who? That's funny. The Who. All right. Who are you? Not Bookman. I thought the plumber's name was Bookman. I'm dating myself. Who was Mr. Bookman? Come on, what television show Super was Mr. Bookman? I'll give you a second to answer that question because I know what it is. One of my favorite ones of the 70s. Mr. Bookman. Was it? Yeah, Mr. Bookman. Unless that was the teacher in Welcome Back, Kotter, Mr. Bookman. Was it I was going to say Good Times was the Super and Mr. Bookman. But also, what was the principal's name in Welcome Back, Kotter? Wasn't his name Mr. Bookman as well? Something like that. I don't know. But Bookman, he was Good Times janitor. But no, not Booger. Booger. No, that's a commentator on like sports for football. Booger. Doggy is my. Yeah. Yes. Bookman was on Good Times. Okay. You need to find out who the principal was. And Welcome Back, Kotter. Mr. Kotter, Mr. Kotter, Mr. Kotter. And yeah. But our plumber is Doggy. It's an awesome name, Doggy. All right. So yeah, good stuff. So we're going in all different keys. I was in A. I went to D. I went to G. Go up in fourths is a great thing because if you go up in fourths, you're eventually going to play in all 12 keys. The next one would be C. The next one would be F. So I'm just going down fourths. So F. The next one would be B flat. Right? Then the next one would be D flat. The next one would be A flat. Next one would be D flat. Next one would be G flat. And the next one would be B. The next one would be E. Next one would be A. Back to D again. Or back to the top, A. So if you did that in every key, which I never have, but should, do that in every key, you'll know the pentatonic scale, every pentatonic scale, everywhere across the neck. And we already did 3 of them, so how hard could 9 more be, right? But if you start on, you'll get through the basic keys that we all play in and know and love. The A, you go up a fourth, you're in D, we play in D, G, always playing G in C, F. You go up like 5 fourths or whatever, and you're in all the keys that we play in regularly. So, it's definitely worth getting into it. And one way you could do this is if you're sitting here at home playing guitar, and you're in A for a while, and you put the guitar down, you come back, go to D, go up a fourth, and play in a different key than what you did when the last time you sat down and played. So I was like, last time I was noodling around in A. So, I'm going to do D. So you start playing D. You know? Then the next time, you're like, oh, it's playing G. Or do the exercise. You know? I love that bend, minor third bend, because here's the fifth. What's the next note? Note up, it's a minor third. You know, so cool stuff. All right, guys. Mr. Woodman, very, very close. Thank you for checking that out, Robert. Mr. Woodman, very similar to Mr. Bookman, right? So I'm not completely crazy. Woodman. Yeah, I'm showing my age on that, but I grew up on those shows, you know. I was a kid. I was like 1. No, I'm kidding. But I was a kid, 6, 7, like then. So, all right. So I think this was really, really great. I thought of this idea last night when I was going to do something completely different. And then as I was practicing for what I was going to do, I stumbled across this and I go, you know what? This is more important. And hopefully I didn't get too complicated. I mean, it's very simple technique here, simple approach. And I think it's very, very helpful. So, you know, I go through stuff like this in my course in Fretboard Memorization. So I know a lot of you guys have this course already where I go through, you know, what do I go through? Let's see. Yeah, I go through 4 different topics. Fretboard memorization, where you can memorize the fretboard everywhere. I go through the circle of fifths, which I kind of did in a way. I went through fourths right there. Blues soloing, and I also do the C.A.G.E.D system in there. And I'll put a link in the description. You can check that out. Thank you very much for that. And it's very helpful. So let's wrap it up here today. Thank you so much, guys, for spending some time here with me. Robert and Scott Olson, give you guys all a round of applause. It means so much they spent some time here with me. Scott Olson, Jeffrey Boyle, and Bobby H. And who else was here? Yeah, Scott Olson, Jeffrey. Yep, you guys videos popping in. Thanks for the super chats. Really appreciate it. Inca, Cal, very, very cool of you. Eisenkeller, everyone who popped in for a little bit, couldn't stay too long. Really appreciate it, Paul. Had some fun. Hopefully got some good news with you, with what's going on with you, my man. Thinking about you. And means a lot. Give me a call sometime. Keep me posted on that. Yeah, so all good. Thanks, guys. And enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Have a great week. I'll see you next Sunday, probably, hopefully. If not, I'll leave a message in the community chat. I know I'll be starting a tour next weekend, so we'll have to figure that out. But Merry Christmas to you. Thank you very much for spending some time. And if you want to see another video that I did on fretboard memorization, I'll put that right up there. So love you guys. Have a great Sunday, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.